so it's really, really early. I'm Helen, this is Helen's Gardening Life, and today we're going to do a plot tour, but we have to be quiet because it's about 6 o'clock in the morning and everyone's still asleep. Okay, so this is the first part of the plot. These are my courgettes. The flowers are amazing. They're doing really good. Sweet corn over there. Coming on really well actually. I'm super proud of that. So all the grass. Oh man, I don't like being up this early. It's really, I feel really awkward. Anyway. So all the grass has grown loads. As you can see, it's like everywhere. Really needs like trimming. But it's been so wet. I'll show you in a minute how wet it's been. But I just planted these up. These are butternut squash. And the only reason I planted them, I didn't really want to plant anything else in this bed because it's not prepared and it's not got much nutrients. But I've stuck a load of compost on it. Stuck the butternut squash in and we'll see how they go. Who knows? That bit there, that's still to be developed. Okay, so coming on, I've planted some mixed spicy salad leaves in here. They're doing it super duper. And these ones especially taste gorgeous in a salad. So they're doing really well. Then into the bean bed, we've got a bit of parsley there. My lavender on the corner. Then we've got some alyssum, which is in the middle there, just a flower. Didn't have anywhere to put it, so I just bunged it in there. Beans, some nasturtium here. That's coming on really well. A couple of different varieties, that's nice. Oh, the beans are doing amazing. Look, they're climbing up really well. So these are enormous runner beans. Never grown them before. Don't really like runner beans, but I'm assured by my husband that they're nice. Last time I had them I was probably about 10, so I can't remember in fairness. But okay, so this bed here has got a load of topsoil from when I dug that out. I have covered it over and I'm leaving it because it's got loads and loads of perennial weed in it. I think you can just see a bit of bindweed poking through actually. Just there, look, can you see? Oh, bit of grass. So I need to sort that out. Empty bed, we'll be filling that soon with compost. And then planting winter veg in it. Black currants on the end, doing super. Although the grass is, see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't want to walk over there because it's wet. If I can zoom in a little bit, there you go, they're all doing super duper. Grass needs trimming. I will be wood chipping everywhere on here, and the reason being, look how wet it gets. Very boggy. Not good. Yes. Look at my shed. So my dad's nearly finished making the shed. He's built that from scratch, no plans, just bits of timber. He's amazing. It's so cute, look. It's even got a porch so I don't get wet. But that ground in front of it is so boggy. I'm gonna need some serious ton of wood chip to get rid of it. Oh well. So this is my little, like, what I'll call it my odds and sods bed. I've got sunflowers, sweet peas. So sunflowers come out, it's beautiful actually. Look at that little beauty. And then the sweet peas. They've taken off. Calendula over there. More sunflowers to come out. Then I've got some salad bowl lettuce. That's loving the rain. Peas. Do you remember I did my pea supports? I've got flowers on those, so they're coming on. They've shot up actually. Lots of flowers on them. The peas are Douce de Provence, and these are my dwarf French beans, and they're compass variety. They've all been eaten at home, so we'll see how these go here. They're doing quite well actually, growing better here than at home. But we'll see. I've got more lettuce on the end. And then on the very end, oh look, the sun's coming out. Fabulous. Parsnips. And I've sown a few more in the gap, waiting for them to come up, and then I'll weed. So yeah, parsnips there. Okay, so these are my potatoes. As you can see, they've grown a lot taller. I don't know why I thought they were ready before when I tried to dig a few up, but hey, my bad. I thought when flowers appeared on something, that meant that they were ready, but it doesn't. It just means that they've got flowers. Anyway, sneaked in between this potato bed, I put in some brassicas in the hopes that it'll disguise them from the pigeons. And so far, oh, just looking at a flower, sorry, wandering eyes. So far, so good. They've not been eaten, but it's just a bit of an experiment, so we'll see what happens. These ones are main crop potatoes at the end, and they're getting really, really tall. I don't know really whether that's okay. Is that okay? Anyway, on the end I've got some sunflowers here. I've got a weird black middle to them. It doesn't look to be black fly. I don't know whether it's the actual sunflower, because they are a red variety. I don't know. And then on the end here we've got my borage, which no, it's not borage, it's comfrey, sorry. Very happy with that. Okay, so moving on to the next bed. I've got some more brassicas in here, as well as a few cornflowers to make it look a bit prettier. It is also my shallot bed, and I have Swiss chard in here again. I don't think I'm going to leave the Swiss chard in much longer. I think it's a little bit, I don't know, some of the leaves are going brown and it just doesn't look that great. So I think I might take that out and move on to something else. My shallots are doing great. The sunflowers around the edge, they're doing all right. They don't have that black centre like the others did, but like I say, maybe it's the type of sunflower. But yeah, the shallots are doing really, really well. I also planted in here some beetroot. So this is just a row of beetroot that I forget the name of the variety. But yeah, all looking good. Okay, so there's another brassica bed. It's got kale and some spring greens in it. Probably going to pick the kale quite soon. And so something else. Water butt there, that's serving me well. Also, just on my boundary line, I have got so many wild raspberries, or raspberries that are spread, I suppose, and the gooseberries there. I'm going to have loads of fruit. Okay, so just below that, we've got the cabbages under the little fleece, rhubarb on the end, strawberries under the net. They're doing okay. Be later than everybody else's because they are quite shady down there. Fruit cage, you can see. Bottom half of the plot that I've not really done a lot with, apart from put compost bins, and I've got a few more compost bins to bring. I worked out eventually I should have like 9 areas. So yeah, all looking good. So just a quick look at the pond. I finally got a couple of marginals in. Pondweed in there's coming along. I want it to be quite weedy because I want to encourage lots of insects. I've had to do a voiceover on this, so sorry guys, but it got really, really windy. Foxglove's looking great. Just, yeah, all looking fine. Okay, so this mess is my polytunnel. I don't know about anyone else, but oh my goodness, it accumulates rubbish. Anyway, in here, if I can actually get in, I've got all my tomatoes, my aubergines, a cucumber, and some seedlings growing on there. So let me show you my aubergine flowers. So yeah, it's got a cute little flower on it, my aubergine. So hopefully that means I will get something. I've got loads of tomatoes on the tomato plants. I know that these have struggled a little bit in here with the change in heat and the change in temperature. I've also been feeding them probably a little bit too often, so I've cut back on that. They've started to get a few spots on the leaves. This one in the corner is a tumbler. It's got tons and tons of tomatoes on, and a couple of them are starting to ripen off. But like I say, I've been feeding it too much, so change that. Here is my cucumber, and if you can see there, I have a baby cucumber. Let me just try and find it. There you go. Baby cucumber. That's coming home with me today, so it doesn't get too woody and horrible. In fact, there you go. There it is. Okay, so just moving around, looking at the rest of the tomatoes. They're doing okay. I think I'll be glad when the shed is finally finished, because once that's finished, I can get rid of the actual huge mountain of rubbish that's in the polytunnel that doesn't need to be there. I mean, how you can accumulate so much in like less than 4 months is beyond me, but I've got chairs, I've got tools, I've got compost, I've got net, all kinds of stuff. It's just ridiculous. Okay, and finally, I am going to prick out some of this turnip and swede. This is what's going to go in the bed outside that was empty. I'm going to fill that in. So those are the seedlings I've done already. I'm going to do some more in a minute. Last but not least, here are my little failures. My cute little pumpkins in the shady bit. One of them is definitely giving up the ghost. The other ones aren't doing too bad. The butternut squash that I planted isn't looking healthy, but you know, sometimes you have these failures, so you know, I'll just live with it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon because things are changing daily at the plot. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.